In today's video, I'm going to give you a closer look at this 14-inch triple screen laptop extender by Ladomi, so that hopefully by the end of the video, you can decide for yourself if this is the right extender for you. So first, I'm going to show you all the accessories that come with this, and then from there, we'll talk about some of the features. And then finally, at the end of the video, I'll show you how easy this is to set up and connect to your laptop. So here's a look at what's included in addition to the portable monitors. So you do get a set of instructions, and you can see these are fairly comprehensive. So you're definitely going to know how to install this, but it is pretty simple. I'll show you that later in the video. Then you get a set of cables. So this is a USB-A, WSB-A to USB-C. So this is video and power. This is USB-C to USB-C, which is also video and power. And then this is USB-C to USB-C, but for power only. Then you get this charging brick. And then finally, you get this little thumb drive. So this thumb drive comes with the drivers that are included because you're going to need to install a driver before you can use this monitor. Before we go into how to set this up, I do want to first give you a closer look at the device itself and talk about some of the features. So you can see here, considering that this is going to give you 3 different monitors, it's actually really small and compact. It's less than 5 pounds, so it's around 4.85 pounds to be exact. And if you look at it, it seems like it's thick, but it's actually just under 2 inches, and you can still easily fit this inside of your bag or your backpack. And if you look at the individual monitors, they're actually very thin. So this is one of the monitors. You can see how thin it is. So if you think about it, you're folding this together with 3 different monitors, and they're stacked up on one another. So that's why it looks thick, but actually in reality, it's much smaller than you think it is. So this has 3 14-inch monitors. They are 16 by 10 resolution, which is really nice. And I'll show you that connected to my laptop a little bit later in the video. This is compatible with Windows 10 and 11 as well as Macs. So this will work with MacBooks from 2019 on up with the M1 chip up to M5. I personally use this with my 16-inch MacBook Pro, but this will fit up to a 16.5-inch model. So that's really, really nice. The build quality is pretty solid. The bulk of it is plastic, but it's a very sturdy plastic. Although under here, I can show you this kickstand. This kickstand is actually made out of metal. So this feels like an aluminum metal. So kickstands, a lot of time on devices, they're like a weak part of the device. But over here, it's very, very sturdy. I'm not sure you can hear that. And it also has a nice strong hinge on it. So when you position this, it's going to stay in place. But overall, a pretty nice device. So now that you've seen a closer look at this, I will show you how to set this up. There's one more thing that I wanted to point out. Right here on the back, so this is the base. Up here at the top, you can see there are 6 buttons. So these are the monitor brightness buttons, and there are 3 sets. So the ones to the far left are for the left panel, the ones in the middle are for the top panel, and then the ones on the right are for the right panel. Then under here, I also wanted to point out that down here, this is where the 2 USB-C ports are at, and this is what you're going to use to connect to your laptop. All right, so let's go ahead and set up this triple monitor display. So it's pretty simple. So the first thing you need to do is, as I showed you earlier, flip up the top monitor first. Then you're going to open up the left side and then the right. And now this is fully opened. And again, on the back of this, there is a kickstand. So we're just going to lift this up, and then I'm just going to reach back here and grab the kickstand and then lift that up. And now we can stand this up just like this. And now this is set up. Let me adjust my camera so you can see it better. All right, so now this is set up. You've got my left monitor here, my top monitor up here, and then my right monitor here. You can see how much space this is. Even with my wide angle camera, you can barely fit it in frame, but that's what it looks like. So now that we have this set up, next up, we're going to grab our laptop and set it up and then connect it to the monitor. So the next thing you're going to do before you connect your laptop to the monitors is you're going to install the thumb drive that came with it and then open the folder. I have a Mac, so I'm going to open up the Mac OS folder. And then you can see here there's a package called Racer USB 1.0. So I'm just going to click that and then install it, and then we should be good to go. So our setup is pretty much complete. The last thing we need to do is connect our laptop to these monitors. I did want to point out first though that I do have the two USB-C plugs plugged in. So I have one plugged into a power outlet, and then this one we're just going to plug into the Mac. So just plug it in just like this, and then we're going to set this down in front of the monitors. And then this is going to recognize in a minute. You can see right now it says waiting for computer to connect. And just like that, you can now see it's connected, it's recognized. I have three new monitors I can use in addition to the monitor that is on my laptop. This is a 16-inch MacBook Pro, so you can see the size difference between the 16-inch monitor in the middle and then the 14 on the side, but it has plenty of real estate. So next up now, I'm going to show you how you can actually use this and put different programs in each of the windows. The last thing that I want to show you is how this thing can really help you with your workflow and your productivity. So as you can see here, I also forgot to mention that it does come with this nice carrying case. I forgot to point this out when I was showing you what's included. So you do get this case, but back to the monitor itself. I really love this thing. As you can see over here to the left, I have Quad Code open. At the top, I have CapCut to do some video editing. In the middle, I have Google. And then over here to the right, I have YouTube. So you can really become more productive, and this really optimizes your workflow having this many screens to work with. All right, so there you have it. So if you're looking for a triple screen laptop extender that's easy to use and take on the go, then this is definitely a great option to consider.